I had massive stage fright. That's right, the guy that you're watching on the video had stage fright. Well, then something happened. And now, this is me speaking to you without that stage fright. So, what happened? If you keep watching till the end of the video, you are going to know, you're going to learn 3 powerful tricks. Very simple but very powerful tricks that I used to get over my stage fright without any coach or without any mentor. I'm very sure this can help you too. Also, if you stick till the end of the video, in the end, I am going to be giving you a secret that most public speakers or coaches will never tell you. If you can understand this one secret, your stage fright will become a lot less, massively less. With that said, let's begin. Welcome to Rich Living Master YouTube channel, where we create content to help you optimize 3 areas of your life: health, wealth and relationships. So, before videos, before any trainings, before any webinars or before any speeches, I was like most of you watching right now. I was shit scared about going on stage and speaking. Now, you might tell me, if you know me, Abhishek, you used to dance, right? Come on, you're not in such a bad position. I used to dance, but I could not speak. It was so bad that on the election day in my college, there was an election for cultural head. I gave my name for it. I could not speak. I was so scared that the only thing I could do was dance. I said, you know what? Action speaks louder than words. I'm going to dance. This is Abhishek. And I just danced. I don't even remember what I spoke back then until somebody told me that I told this. And then I danced and it worked out for me. But it won't work. Like, you can't go on the stage and dance, right? If I ask you to speak on video, you can't do that. So what can you do? What you can do is use what I used. Something called as mental trickery. That's right. I tricked my mind to get rid of stage fright. So how did I do that? So the first way that I tricked my mind was using NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. So I won't go with the definition, but let me just tell you this, okay? Definition doesn't matter much, but it is full of body of techniques that you can use to speak to your mind. It's a language that you speak to your neurology. So, what is it? What part of it helped me? So this happened when I was learning digital marketing, and a part of that course was about going out there and getting clients. I'd never spoken to stranger before. I just could not understand why someone would do that or why I should do that, but I was learning, so I said, okay, let me do it. And I used to call certain people. I used to do it through OLX because I did not have guts to go to them and speak physically. I used to call them from OLX sellers and say, you know what, I'll do digital marketing for you and all that. And I used to freak out. Then I came across this concept where you use your body language to change your mind. Now, I'm not going to go into complete detail. If you want to experience this, I've made a separate video. You can click somewhere here and you can experience it practically. But now I'll just tell you. So listen, your body language and your breathing influences how you feel. That's why when you're sad, you're a little more closed out, your heads are down. When you're ashamed, your head is down. And when you're proud, when you're confident, you're more opened up, your head is tilted a bit more up, your chest is front, shoulders are back. Your body responds to your emotions. But the amazing part is your emotions also respond to your body. As you change your body, you also change how you feel. Then I started using this. When I used to walk to any clients, this is when I started calling the restaurants. I said, you know what, I have to get to this fear. I called the restaurant. I spoke to using this body language. I'm like, hey, this is Abhishek. I'm a digital marketer. You know what? And pitch. Do the pitch, and then I used to go meet them. It worked. I think I'd met over 30-40 people back then to pitch freelancing, and every pitch I became better and better and better and better. And that same thing translated to public speaking. When I used to go to speak, I used to use this and I got over my stage fright. The second technique that I used to trick my mind is motivational videos. Now remember, this technique is dangerous, very, very dangerous. I'll tell you why. Because this can have an effect of a drug, okay? I'll tell you how, I'll explain, but before that, Here's how I used it. See, the beautiful part about motivational videos are that as you keep listening and listening and listening and listening, it can, those ideas kind of become very, very important in your mind. Like it changes the way you think. Next time when you get into some struggle, you can hear some motivational video say, you know what, go, cross it. Don't be okay with comfort. Be okay with being uncomfortable and all these things. Now, how did it help me speak, go on stage and speak? So the first time I really tried public speaking was when my college started, when my BBA started, and in the orientation day, we had this challenge to go up there on stage and pitch a startup idea. Nobody in my group did, which means I had to. Because I was listening to motivational videos, I said, I'll do it. And I went there and I pitched. Guess what happened? We won. And after that, one of the judges comes to me and she was like, you know what, I have never seen somebody so confident on stage. You're very confident on stage. I was like, am I? Really, I was? Damn. Now, on that day, there's something that I realized. When I spoke to people who did not come up on stage, and when I saw people who came up on stage and who pitched from other groups, here's what happened. People who came up there and pitched, they had a lot more positive ideas or positive thoughts than negative. They were all like, you know what, I'll go pitch. You know what, we'll win. I'll do this awesome thing. And somewhere minute, it was like, you know what, it might not work out, or we might lose, or I might screw up. That is very less. The positive was more. For the people who did not come up and speak, for them, negative was a lot more. They were like, you know what, I'm going to mess up. I don't know. What will people think of me? I don't know. I don't like people judging me. What if I mess up? What if I forget? What if we don't win? And their positive thoughts was very less. They almost always never thought, you know what, I should be the one who should go up there and pitch and crush. I should be the one to get this win for my team. Those kind of positive thoughts were very less to none. Right? So I was in the first category. I had a lot of positive thoughts, and that was because of motivational videos. I was naturally listening to a lot of it that time. So it's not something that I deliberately did. If you take this path, use it only in the beginning. Why? Because it becomes like a drug. Like everything, you know what? First time you smoke or you drink alcohol or you drink coffee, your body reacts because it's a new chemical to your body. You're like, okay, I feel it. Right? The first time that I drank coffee, I think I kind of felt it. I'm not aware. I'm not very sure about it. But the people who try coffee for the first time, I could see that they feel it. But I've been drinking coffee for such a long time that one coffee isn't enough. Of course, I won't drink again and again, because one coffee is like something habitual, something that you just drink every day in India. As a habit, you don't drink it exactly for energy. And motivational videos is like that. You watch one video initially and it fires you up. Eventually, you might need 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and then it isn't enough. You are wasting time just trying to get motivated. That's how it'll come to. I'm very sure of it, because every person who speaks highly of motivational videos eventually gets to the stage. I've seen it happen. They are like motivational video addicts. That's how they behave. Now, if you have tried motivational videos and it isn't working for you, or motivational videos isn't just your cup of tea, here is the third technique for you. Okay? Third technique is you physically manipulate your thoughts. What do I mean by this? So that what you do is kind of, instead of motivation telling you something, you tell yourself something. Simple way to call this is affirmations. You use affirmations. So what are affirmations? Affirmations are certain statements repeated over and over and over and over and over again. This is one of the most common techniques that you see in people who teach subconscious mind programming and things like that, to teach people confidence, self-esteem, and various other things. Now, how do you use this? How did I use this? So, after motivational video ran its course, I just didn't like it, I started doing something. Before speaking, I used to tell myself, Abhishek, you're going to crush it, you're going to do it, you're going to be awesome. And remember the first technique where I told you about body language? I started using the body language too. And the result was not me going and crushing it, because in public speaking it's more than you just going on stage, but I started to go on stage without too much stage fright. I used to look at everybody suffer so much with stage fright, and they used to ask me, Abhishek, how are you so confident? And I'm like, damn, this is easy for me. Now what's happening here? Remember I told you motivational video where you have more positive and less negative? You are telling yourself so much that you have a lot of positive thoughts or positive outcomes, and the volume of it is very high, and negative is like, I might mess up, I might screw up, is very less. And whatever your maximum thoughts are is what you will feel about. If it's a lot of negative thoughts, you're going to be worried, you're going to feel anxious. A lot of positive thoughts, you're going to feel good, empowered. And that is exactly what it. And eventually, I got out of it. Even this is something that I got out of. I don't use any of it. I can just start. I can say, you know what, let's start the video and start like this. But until you come to that stage, this is a very, very powerful thing. Now, if you're still here, congratulations, because you have a secret. You're going to be getting a secret. This secret is simple. Every top speaker that I've worked with, I've spoken to, even many speakers who I have had on this channel, they tell me one thing. They said, Abhishek, we always get stage fright. When I heard it the first time, I was like, what? Are you kidding me? But the truth is, the more you go on stage, the more you do public speaking, the more you come up on camera, the more you meet new people and network with people, network with strangers, something happens. You get very, very, very good at ignoring your stage fright. You just do, like if you're going on the road, how many times do you really remember some stray dog barking? You don't even pay heed to that. There's some street dog barking somewhere, you don't even care. Your mind just ignores it. And that is exactly what happens with stage fright. Just something that's there, and once you ignore it after 1 or 2 minutes of starting, well, you will get into the zone and you'll feel awesome. With that said, these were the techniques. This is something that helped me. If you have a technique that helped you get over stage fright at any point in your life, then feel free to leave that advice in the comments below. Let's learn from each other. If you felt like you found some value in this video, you learned something new, then leave a like and hit that subscribe button. This is Abhishek signing off. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.